Good morning. I was listening to Nigel Farage. I always liked him. Now, I was very disappointed. He didn't understand this thing with the needle. I thought he would understand it, but he didn't. No, I thought he would be used to dealing with the darkness, the toxic people. He's been working in Brussels for so many years, dealing with corrupt politicians. He should know. That's what I thought, see. But no, he didn't get it. But now he's getting it. This is what he says. I want to know why we were lied to. Elderly people on their 7th jab? What's this? Or maybe it is like this. He's no longer afraid to talk about it. That's possible. He didn't want to be a tinfoil hat, He wanted to be the sane one, the logical person, see? Maybe. So it's thanks to all the other ones who were not afraid to talk, like Andrew Bridgen. And maybe Nigel Farage, he is going to the pub, he listens to people, and then he gets to understand something, right? And then he acts. And that's the magic of Nigel Farage. This is his ability. He creates this energy. It's fantastic. So when he gets going on something, a lot of people listen to him and trust him, see? So I think it's a good sign. He's been hearing things. It's okay for him now to talk about it, see? Because there is a big change in the society where he lives. Right. So it's great to have him. Yeah, very, very late, but still. People change. Now some will say no. If they said something 40 years ago, they still believe it. Well, of course, this is not true. Well, they still believe what they said 40 years ago, and if they say something else now, it's just an act, People who claim this, they are dark too. They can't see that people can change. People change all the time. So I'm happy about this. That's been a great lesson, this, the last 4 years. And people need to learn this lesson about the toxic people. And maybe they are learning it now. And I suppose it's like a scale. You have your neighbor or your former friend or your sister or something who pushed the needle on you, right? And they said when you refused, they said you were a nutcase, right? This is dark stuff. This is toxic, right? And then you have, of course, you have the asshole journalists and these lunatic politicians like Jacinda Ardern. Right? What an awful lady. Black, Dan Andrews, Matt Hancock, all these guys. It's like a scale. And you reach the bottom of the scale, you find people like Bill Gates, totally black, Fauci, Rockefellers. People need to learn how to deal with this. And if you learn how to deal with it, it's like magic. You will be healthier, more stable, happier, more successful. You need to learn how to detect these dark people and stop them from having any influence over your life. And it's like a miracle. I keep hearing stories like this. People who were forced, they were, the workplace, they were at the workplace and the employer said, you have to take the needle, right? And then that person left and they feel great about it. It's like they could breathe. I hear many stories like this. And I'm sure of this. This workplace was toxic, was dark from the beginning, you know, or before the needle came. See? The needle was just this manifestation of the darkness. So that's what people need to learn. And maybe they are starting to understand this thing. That there is darkness. And they learn how to detect it and how to deal with it. And this world will be a better place. All right. Be good.